All right. I would like to first come on and thank the Creator for waking me up this morning and waking you up this morning, to see another day. And they always say that, once we wake up, we started off good. Now, we can't really control the middle and the end, but as long as we woke up this morning, we started off on a good foot. So we're going to take that into consideration. Secondly, I would like to also thank you guys for continuously tuning in and watching us on this channel because really I'm using this as an outlet of myself, and a pigmentation of myself and a self reminder to myself because, it's funny how even for myself, I sit back and I realize that it took extraordinary pressure and extraordinary circumstances and situations for me to really get buckled down and get serious on what it is that I'm trying to do. And it's funny how some of life experiences humbles you to the point to where you really open up. And that's really all I'm doing is I'm just opening up my own personal life and my own personal experiences with the way that I process things, and I'm elaborating and I'm sharing it with you guys on this platform, you know, to hopefully reach someone that's out there that might be going through some of the same things and same situations that I might have faced in life. And then if because sometimes we get complacent and think that we the only one, and we not the only one. We all going through different trials. Now, my trial not necessarily be your trial, but one thing about them, we all is faced with trials in life. So I'm trying to get out there and reach the people that's going through the trials that I'm going through. Now, what are some of the trials that I'm going through? Um, First, a black man out here in society. Um, Secondly, I've been incarcerated for 13 years, which I've now overcame through God's grace and mercy. And I've been in the free world, as we call it, but out here in society for 10 going on 11 years now. All grace to the Creator for allowing me that privilege. Um, I've also overcame 3 different marriages. So I also have to thank the Creator that I didn't lose my mind in the process of going through that. I've created, been a part of 13 different businesses, or 13 or 14 different businesses. Some more successful than others, but I was still a part of it. Um, I'm a father of 3 wonderful kids, even though they give me some headaches here and there, got me with a few bald spots. But I'm a father of 3 kids, and I'm also a new grandfather. So that's another milestone that I'm definitely grateful for, and I'm humbly appreciative for. For me to even be here to experience that, because when I sit back and even reflect on my own life, I sit back and I say, hey man, it's a lot of people that's really not here, and it's a lot of people that I know that didn't even get to live to see that. So that's another blessing here, no here nor there from the Creator that I must take highly into consideration. But to get back on the topic, it's just funny how after life circumstances, it really allows you to open up, and for me to get out here on this platform. So like I say, I'm faced with a few different trials. I'm also faced with my biggest trial, which might not be so big or so relevant to a lot of others, but it's very relevant to me. I really don't feel as though the Creator has placed me on earth for me to be employed for someone else. I'm an employer. I'm not an employee. But right now, a lot of things and a lot of plans that I had, it didn't work out to the best of that I saw fit. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the plan was a failure sometime in life, because we have that reason, season in a lifetime where some things just come through and pass for a reason. Some things just come through and pass for a season and some things is there for a lifetime. It's up for each and one of us to distinguish which one of those reasons, season, or lifetime that it really is. But I'm going to say this. It's nothing on planet Earth that I have ever wanted that I have never gotten. Now, that doesn't mean that it was really there for me to keep for a lifetime. Some things it was just there, for God's mercy and Him showing me like, hey, anything that you really do put your heart and your soul into, son, I will provide it for you. But that don't mean that it really necessarily came from me either. So you have to watch out for those signs. But with that being said, I do struggle with that because financially I'm not in the best of shape of where I would like to be and where I had planned on being at this current moment and season of my life. But I'm very grateful for all of the blessings that I do have, and all of the blessings that continuously to pour my way. And if you are one of the persons that has, God put it in your spirit to pour a blessing my way, I'm going to appreciate you now. If you're a person that has ever came across my path in life, no matter if you have good memories and bad memories, I do thank each and every person that came into my life because it's something that I learned from you and some things that I did pick up from you along the process, because in this universe what I'm truly learning is that each person that we encounter, you know we pick up things, whether it's positive or it's negative, but we pick up things from them. And some things we pick up whether we know it or consciously aware of it, and sometimes it's not. But with that being said, I am very humbly grateful for each and every individual that has came into my life because you did play a part. And I'm thankful for the Creator for allowing that to play a part. Because without none of the trials and tribulations in my life, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So that's what I'm grateful for, because after every trial, it's a lesson. And if we, as people, we get so consumed in the naysaying and the finger pointing that we really do miss out on the lessons that's being distinguished on us, at that time and place. So for me, like, if you watch me quite frequently, I'm self-reliant, so I don't point the blame because I don't have no time to point the blame, because if I'm pointing the blame, I'm gonna miss the lesson. And to me, the lesson is the blessing, because it blessed me to walk away from it. It blessed me to learn something that I didn't know, and it allowed me to get a little bit stronger, you know. And what I'm also realizing in life is that every trial and test is a testimony. It's just that we as people, we get so bothered with, I'm not finna pull my life out. I'm not finna do this and I'm not finna do that. Well, everything else is already on social media anyway, so you might as well just fill in the gaps, and really allow yourself, like I really got that about 3-4 weeks ago when I was actually at the Potter House and TD Jakes was stirring up some of that clay that's in me, you know. Um, but it actually really came from the brother Kevon Henderson. He got a church out there in Lighthouse, I believe it is Lighthouse in Houston, Texas. Y'all should definitely check him out on social media. He's very, very inclined brother, and he's very blessed. But he said that we all in earth, we living up under those masks. And me for a fact, I'm gonna be the first one to admit, we all live behind a mask. Whether that mask be the clothes that you wear, whether that mask be the job and the title that you have, or the career that you have. Sometimes it be the mask behind the cars that we drive. Sometimes the mask can be behind the money and the influences that we have. Those masks could be a lot of different things, and sometimes that mask could be, even you could be laying next to a person trying to figure out, you done did something, and you don't know whether they know or not. So you sleeping next to a person is like you always on edge, because you never know, if that time is coming. So it's a lot of different masks in life that we live up under, and I'm learning that life is really more beautiful and abundant when we take those masks off, you know, and allow the world and people to see